Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the All About Digital Marketing podcast. Well, that's it. We're already sort of mid-January. Things feel very hectic and stuff's happening all over the place. And I wanted to just record this episode to be a little bit about what's actually going on and how, at least from my experience, everyone's feeling this new year. I know it's been a tough 12 months, give or take, since all of this pandemic stuff happened, and it's had a lot of knock-on effects, and currently we're in lockdowns that we're not sure how long will last or anything else. But one thing that I've noticed recently is that a lot of people are feeling the ups and downs, the roller coasters of emotions that probably should be coming from stuff like this or from this kind of situation. And I wanted to address it. I won't lie, I've had good days, bad days so far this year, and we're only halfway through January already. But I think it's important that everyone kind of realizes that they're not alone on that, and also how you can kind of take that on board, make sure that you're feeling okay with it, and find ways to work around that. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. Finding your own comfort zone, as it were, at the moment seems to be more important than ever before. It's not quite the same as back in the days of, everything was normal. We just kind of carried on. We worked and we pushed and we pushed and we went harder. And then the occasional kind of burnout happened around us. This year definitely seems like it's far more fragile. And I think one of the key things that we've done differently this year is that we're focusing a lot more on the things that we want to do as well as the things that we know work. And it's helping to relieve some of the pressure that maybe we would be under normally. And I wanted to talk about it in terms of content. So when you start doing something like, for example, I want a blog, I'm going to write SEO optimized blogs every single day or every single week onto my website and everything else, these things can become a lot of work. You put in effort, you put in time, you're researching, you're doing the SEO research, then you're the article research, then you're writing something, then you get it out there, then you need to help try and find backlinks and try and get that promoted and try and make sure it's listed in other places. All of that can feel very tiring. And James and I from Social Link this year have decided to go a slightly different route. I've been playing a lot with streaming software and I've been trying out different things for myself personally. I've even created a Twitch stream where I'm playing some video games and chatting about different things. And what we decided to do was actually use the same systems, the same softwares to allow us to go live and to allow us to basically have conversations live, even more raw than what we were doing before, which was pretty raw as it is. And it made me realize that actually how you create content is very much a personal thing as well, what you like to do or how you feel about it. And I think there's a lot of people out there that are trying to create content based on who they think they should be creating content for or what they think they should be creating content for. And I think it's very important. Yes, you're creating content for your audience. Yes, you want to try and bring as much value as possible. But also I think it's important, especially at the moment, to take into consideration who you are, what you like to do. What are the things that you would like to create and how you would like to create it? Because right now doesn't feel like a good time to have things that are kind of overshadowing or overbearing on top of you. Knowing that you have to do X or you have to do Y and not really feeling like you're in the mood to do it or anything else. I think that's kind of a struggle this year for a lot of people. And again, if you are feeling like that, you're not alone. That's one of the main things that I've been saying since the beginning of all of this happened last year in March to our clients and everybody else. Nobody is in this alone. We're all kind of figuring it out as we go and we're all figuring it out together. And I think that's true from Bojo all the way down to little old me. Everyone seems to be in the same place. No one really knows what's going on still. It's definitely a tougher year or a tougher start to the year than I was expecting to have personally. And I think that if I'm feeling that way, I'm pretty sure other people are as well. As business owners, we want to be busy, we want to keep going, we want to just get on top of things, we want to make sure that we're constantly doing the next thing and that we're constantly ticking boxes in our business and finishing that to-do list and everything else. And this year, I'm definitely struggling to do that. I felt it. I know that James has sometimes felt that way. I've spoken to other friends in the US as well who are having an equally hard time or a tougher time. And with everything that's going on over there in their political sense, it seems like it's even harder. But it just feels a little bit like it's a bit of a murky start to the year, I'd say. And I just wanted to remind everyone about this. So if you're feeling that way, one, feel free to reach out. I don't think anyone should have to kind of have these feelings on their own or find themselves in any way isolated away from anybody else. Or if you're looking for someone who feels the same way as you, I understand. There's going to be good, there's going to be bad, there's going to be great days, awful days. There's going to be some days even maybe that you just can't be bothered to do anything. It's a case of trying not to be too hard on yourself and trying to make sure that you can manage those ups and downs so that you get a bit more of a plateau level where you can actually function. But I think one of the most important thing is, especially on your digital marketing side, don't beat yourself up. If you want to change and flick and get away from having to write long articles at the moment because it just doesn't feel right, well then do it. It's 2021, everything's changing, still everything's kind of a bit messed up and it's very much in the air. Move to doing online live videos where you don't need to do anything other than prep a little bit and show up and record or broadcast. Try different things, find the things that you like to do. And again, don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be pushing yourself to try and get more and more and more done if you're feeling this way. And if you're struggling with it, or if you're just feeling a little bit like, I'm fed up, then feel free to reach out to us as well at All About Digmar on the socials. You can get in touch with us. We're always around. We'd love to have a chat. We don't want anyone to kind of feel the way that some days we feel as well. And we just want to make sure that everyone moves forward in the right direction in 2021. We'll all do our best. I don't know what this year is going to look like. Nobody does. I don't know how quickly we'll be out of all of this kind of lifestyle, or if maybe even by Christmas we're still looking at the same sort of things. It just is what it is. And for now, the best thing that we can do is look after ourselves, look after each other, try and do our best, especially here in the UK where we're in lockdowns for at least 6 weeks. It's already been about a week and a bit, but I think it's probably going to go on potentially till about March by the sounds of what everyone's talking about these days. We're all in a tough bind, but we're all in it together. So let's do everything that we can. Let's try to do our best. If you want to check out what James and I are doing, head over to socialinc.co, our website, and you can find links to all our social channels. You'll see that we've been going live every single day during this lockdown. It's our way of keeping in touch. It's our way of showing up. It's our way of doing content, but without necessarily adding a lot of stress on ourselves at the moment, because again, good days, bad days happen to everyone. And it's important that we don't beat ourselves up on the bad days and that we don't get too carried away on the good days so we have some energy to carry over. But it's definitely been a challenging start to the year. I wanted to share that with you and I hope it helps. I hope it helps to know that you're not on your own if you're feeling in a similar way. And again, we're here. If you want to chat, if you need any help, if you just want some company, we're more than happy to. Check us out online, All About Digmar. You'll find us on all the socials. Everybody, thank you very much. Stay safe, stay home. I know it's a lockdown. Good luck to everybody. And again, we're here if you need us. Take care.